SDGs Challenge 2020. Issues with waste generation and disposal have become major issues all around the world, especially in developing countries. Cities like Delhi, Manila, and Mumbai all have staggering statistics regarding waste generation, producing up to 11,000 metric tons of trash per day. With the growing trend of global urbanization, the issue with waste generation and disposal will only become a more substantial problem we have to solve. We are KFC, a team of 5 high school students studying in Taiwan. There are 17 SDGs outlined by the UN, each with its own broad range of targets to achieve. The goal of our proposal is to try and aid the effort to achieve Target 12.5, which is to substantially reduce waste generation through prevention, reduction, recycling, and reuse by 2030. Our solution is not just focused on SDG Target 12.5, it's an inclusive plan that may overlap over several SDGs. Because consumption is dictated by the basic economic principles of supply and demand, we have identified the problem as a lack of supply for sustainable alternatives to things like single-use plastics or styrofoam containers. Given this, our main goal is to create a proposal that adheres to these principles and is driven by capitalistic demands, while upholding the SDGs.
What then is our proposal? In essence, we aim to create a non-profitable program that achieves 4 goals. 1. To increase the number of younger individuals that actively work for the betterment of the current environmental situation. 2. Create new metrics for consumers to choose restaurants. 3. Generate opportunities for environmental organizations to inform the general public about their daily choices and how it impacts our oceans. And 4. Create a form of effective plastic container recycling. But how exactly will we achieve this? We have an integrated 4-part plan that achieves our goals. 1. The container system. It connects ends for society to transition into a 99% container recycling. Have you ever been to a mall and seen the tray and plate recollection systems? Our container system applies that core idea on a more city or national level for takeout stores and drink shops. In terms of resources, this is much more effective and efficient than standard forms of recycling in society, where plastic has to be cleaned, melted, and remolded into more plastic. Despite this being better than making plastics from fossil fuels, a much simpler method can be applied to achieve the same level, if not higher level, of resource sustainability. We would achieve this by setting a series of collection points and centers in the form of vending machines or local businesses. Individuals who have purchased products that use the universalized container system could then deliver the empty containers to the collection points, where the containers would then be collected and brought to the cleaning facilities. When the containers are cleaned, they would then be redistributed to be used again by businesses. To make this system more efficient, working with existing smart card systems like EasyCard in Taiwan, where public transportation, consumer purchases, and even tourist sites can be accessed with it. 2. A restaurant rating system. This will make the decision to choose green easier and more understandable. In society, we see many companies use certain badges like EPA approval to attract customers. Our proposal is to establish a badge that certifies restaurants or food production have met rigorous environmental criteria, like using sustainably grown food or efficient waste management. Participating with the program by using the universalized container system would also grant them the badge, as they would be upholding sustainable consumption. The establishment of a high standard that upholds the prevention of waste generation encourages both the food production sector and individuals to become much more sustainable. 3. The system app. This will monitor container and deposit flow, as well as providing an interactive interface for citizens to understand the environmental impact of humans. With the ever-increasing access people have to see phones and technology, establishing an accessible and easy way for individuals to better interact with the container system and restaurant rating system is crucial for getting our proposal going on in society. Using our app, You can keep track of things like how many containers you currently have, or even a map where you can find restaurants that have partnered with the system. And finally, 4. Social media. Organization of events and websites for the informing of the general population. Using social mediums to promote our system will be our method of informing the public about what we are doing. We would use parts of our initial fund to pay for ad space on popular platforms such as Instagram and Facebook to promote this to society. We could use this platform to host events that raise awareness about the SDGs, like beach cleanups or charity runs. Using this platform, we could host events and organize regular community services that raise awareness about the SDGs. Partnerships could also be built upon this platform, allowing for more effective promotions of the SDGs.
Now we will discuss our timeframe and schedule for the implementation of our proposal. This timeframe is a hypothetical timeline as to how the proposal will be implemented in Taiwan, as situational factors differ from country to country. During initiation, we will focus on the development of our customer app, setup of our social media platform, surveying possible test locations, reach out to potential partners like EasyCar or container producing companies, as well as to discuss with potential investors. By 6 months, we plan to have narrowed down to 2 to 3 districts to initiate the project, found several investors, established partnerships with Smart Card, Container, and other companies. By 1 year, we will have completed planning for district implementation and also began community service schedules for spreading the awareness, the implementation of project into districts, and production of prototype universalized containers. By the 2nd year, mass surveys will take place in order to gauge citizen opinions on the project, and we will begin planning the implementation of the plan on the city level. The mass production of the finalized containers will begin. By the 3rd year, the project will become finalized citywide and ready to expand to other cities. If successful, the project can then also begin plans to expand the project into other nations. By the 10th year, Taiwan should ideally be already integrated completely into the system. The system app should already be completed, and the system should already be beginning similar timelines in other nations.
Sustainable consumption and production are about doing more and better with less. It is also about decoupling economic growth from environmental degradation, increasing resource efficiency, and promoting sustainable lifestyles. We are KFC. To solve waste generation and disposal, the choice is clear.